Would it be Team
Let's
Egypt
go, brother.
that
Game
can change
pertama,
their history
Egypt
of
versus
2024?
Cambodia.
Or will it be Cambodia again to challenge Indonesia? Welcome to the World Esports Championship 2025. Give it up to Egypt versus Cambodia.
Both these teams have had a bit of a switcheroo here, with Team Egypt actually playing the more bombastic skirmish-style lineup with the Fanny jungle, and Team Cambodia leading towards the typical front-to-back with the Granger late-game scaling. Looks like Baobei has already done a good job of poking out Names in lane, but naturally Names should have advantage as long as she plays this well.
Let's see. So far, I do think when it comes to the early aggression, it might actually comes down to Team Cambodia, even though they know for a fact they cannot actually put down. And this is where the fine line Baobei pushing forward even more further to Names. Names will be caught up for the first blood in the hands of Baobei. And at the same time, Ilan just caught off guard just a little bit. Managed to go away, but with the wave breaker, Yue comes through to back things up.
Excellent title strike coming in there from Uwe. I like the aggression coming in, but it looks like Team Cambodia is coming out on top right now. Names being taken out by the Granger really should not have happened, and it's really smart of Baobei to be able to make use of the Granger's level 1-2 power spike before the Irritel actually hits the point where she outpokes the hero. And means that Cambodia is going to be sitting on a pretty comfortable 600 gold lead before the first hurdle.
The fact that right now moving on, Wurika comes through, Nana will be able to move away quickly, and this is why the steel cable can be a little bit slippery to actually catch up against Nana, so not a problem for her.
Nana itu namanya ya, bukan hero-nya ya.
She gotta pace herself as well. And Names again,
solo kill lagi.
Another kill for herself. This is gonna open a door. Urgent being put up right there. Nana takes the tunnel for herself, but at the same time, at what cost with Velvet comes through, goes in. RWM picked up, but that's going to be only one, not two kills in the hands of Cambodia.
If we're talking about straight up team fighting, then Team Cambodia's lineup just has the straight up advantage. And if you add on the fact that Baobei is dominating the goal lane right now when she's supposed to be in a losing matchup, Team Cambodia have come to play here in the lower bracket.
Oh, Tsunami Sam doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Will be able to steal Vivian, immediately shutting down Team Egypt even more. Nana trying to do a little bit of retreat, but Baobei gets away that way.
Nice flicker, even saving it until the very last moment to buy as much time as possible. Getting a kill there was actually quite crucial for Nana, because this Granger is a problem right now and Team Egypt needs a little bit of tempo on their side. Going for this Fanny means that they ideally want to have an advantage towards the early mid-game transition. Team Cambodia's aggressive movements is not allowing that to happen. They're making use of their rotation. They're maximizing this Kalea, which is actually used as a bit more of a counterplay to the Fanny rather than the direct catcher. They know that they can rely on Tegami to be the front line.
The fact that right now, Names keep on getting down by Baobei shows how much that she needs to at least create some safe space. Gap it a little bit for the side so that it doesn't actually cost the life for Team Egypt. Team Cambodia somehow, again, we talked about early aggression. So far, they are putting a lot of pressure to Egypt so that they don't roam that freely again. Names, that is a little bit too careful for the side of Team Egypt. But Cambodia, they're already moving on to control every movement of Team Egypt.
Team Egypt does need to put a little bit more pressure onto the gold lane. Their EXP is perfectly fine. Velvet has been able to handle the Lapu, but hold on.
Goes in for the Tsunami Slam. Vivin, unfortunately, will be caught off guard by Wei immediately. Great job coming from Cambodia, stealing one more, but at the same time, Crucial comes through, trying to actually burst out for that buff. Can they make it through? Unfortunately, that's not really a contest that they want to go in. RWM has already been picked up. Still cables come through. Nana, make it through for the survivor, but Tegami steals away with Nana takes down away. But Names, will she survive? Unfortunately, will not do so with a swing. Comes through, Baobei takes down Names.
Names really should have turned around the moment that Nucci went down. There's no reason for her to show up since the damage is just not going to be sufficient to actually warrant it in the first place. Cambodia in a really good spot.
Cambodia, unfortunately, every corner will be caught off guard. Moshi takes down immediately Velvet, and this is where the fine line that even with Nana just roaming around with the steel cable, it's not enough. All the movement is being controlled by Cambodia.
Baobei is locking in right now. She was able to nearly win out that 1v1 against Nana. And Granger is supposed to be food for this Fanny. Cambodia now making sure that the jungler on Team Egypt is not going to be allowed to play the game, stealing away camps, invading, making full use of this brethren in the jungle.
And here on out, no matter how much Team Egypt try to defend their area, trying to actually counter attacks, it's still not gonna be enough. 4K right here in the hands of Team Cambodia, having the upper hand for their goal difference. And this is giving even more opportunity to stack things up for Bao Bei. Even Nana right now trying to do a little bit of invasion. Names again. Will be taken out by Bao Bei before Nana comes through, but is it going to be enough? Nana a little bit too slow for the follow-up. Instead, they will cost the life of their own goal lane. And again, coming through right now, Mochi goes in for the brilliance. Can she survive it out? Nucci had to actually take out that brilliance just to survive it, and with Pivot tried to back things up, but no, Nana been caught off guard, trying to survive it out with a steel cable, but no, gonna actually go off with the tsunami sent by Uwe.
Cambodia is looking for blood right now. This team is clearly playing on a different level than all the previous matches we've seen so far. They have their eyes on the prize, their eyes on the grand finals. 11 kills scored to 1, catching people off every single part of the map. They have already taken full control.
Tectonic touch. Elan just gets on like that. Great win, just a small win for the team of Egypt. Just overextension by Elan though, but still, that small win might actually do a little bit of help for Team Egypt.
Bit of a caster curse right there. Talking very positively about Team Cambodia, and then that happened. Definitely a mistaken positioning from Elan, not respecting Pivin's ability
it's not your fault, Staff.
throw a wall. Actually could have flickered. Kind of surprised that she didn't do that, but it's still perfectly fine. Cambodia is in a very comfortable spot regardless, and now the next turtle is coming up.
Next turtle is already setting up right here with Tegami as well as Mochi. I don't think Egypt is going to actually contest it out. They're just going to make sure that at least they have that split push coming in. And it seems that Names so far are able to actually push into that top turret clearly without any casualty whatsoever. But Bao Bei comes in, do some little bit of spamming with RWM. He's out right at the mid. Tegami takes down Nucci. Now Pivin trying to go for the mighty swing, trying to survive it out. Gone dragged by Tegami instead, but they also go for the invasion of the buff. Now Nana has been caught off guard. Will be shut down by Mochi as well. Now living off only 2 players, but at the same time Names, oh my god, she wants to get into that information, but unfortunately will be taken out by Bao Bei as well. Living off Pivin all by herself.
Bao Bei literally personifying the phrase of taking names this game. Not giving a single point of mercy to their opposition. 5-0-3 on the Granger. Pivin, you really should not be here right now. And she will get out. Gives up the mid tier 1. This game is out of control.
They feel like they want to actually try to sacrifice or try to actually drag someone with that kill, you know, because the fact is, at least if somebody goes down, at least they can actually drag one person for their own turret. But this is not the case. No matter how much you try to do it, the team of Cambodia sticking together like glues is causing a lot of trouble. But here, Raptor Rapping comes through. The holding and charge comes in with AoE kicks down, but RWM comes in. It's going to be just 1 kill for now, but Bevan will be traded out by Bao Bei, and now leaving the door open for them to just crush even more the spawn on the side for the top.
All things considered though, not that bad for Egypt. They were able to trade 1 for 1. Good spacing to punish Uwe for trying to go for the flicker tsunami slam play. They were just far enough that they couldn't get the grab. Then they got the wall off into the tectonic charge to allow Nana to get some tower damage up top. She should be able to get away from Mochi. It's kind of risky to recall there, but I think she should be fine, yes. So Egypt is able to breathe slightly there, but they still have 0 map control basically, and the next Lord is coming up soon.
Now they're thinking about just a little bit of micro gaming in the hands right now. If they actually lost a lot of the team fights, at least they can actually push those waves, and maybe that could actually be a winning condition, at least in the hands of Egypt, even though they have been losing a lot of those team fights, even been grabbed or been stolen by Team Cambodia. But still, the question is, all the movement, all the motion are still being controlled by Cambodia, especially with the fact that the Lord is already been contested right here. And Team Egypt, they're just far off saying that, you know what, let's just hold off all the positioning, all the waves right now, and it's going to give an opening for Team Cambodia to get this Lord.
Yeah, unfortunately for Team Egypt, they are already in a position where they have to play pure defense.
Yeah.
there is almost zero chance of them finding a pick-off on the map, especially with the way Cambodia is rotating. But because they are largely sticking together, there is an opportunity for Nana to continue getting map pressure out by split pushing. And she has been doing that so far. The only issue is with the gold difference, most of the cores on Team Egypt are very far behind in terms of gold. Velvet and Names both have 0 kills right now. And Team Cambodia is not going to continue giving them time to scale.
Let's see, so far they are going to push into the mid turret. And again, this is the last layer for them. Trying to actually drag on Velvet, but Velvet will be trying to push with a yo-yo, making sure that Team Cambodia doesn't get too close. But here, Nana, just a little bit too danger zone right there. Try to go past through 3 players, but here with the tectonic charge, this take Tegami, but doesn't have enough follow-up for the rest of the players. So now they're going to stick together, making sure that at least the lot doesn't come in. But here's the thing. The lot just crashing on into that top and comes in with a wavebreaker. RWM also comes through. Now Elan touched and Velvet as well. Now pushing in with the mighty swing. Vivid doesn't get anyone. Names takes down Tegami for the trade, but is it enough? It is already enough to at least defend themselves for a while. But Nana wants to go in even more. A little danger zone there.
Right now, they're still trying to see it, but they don't longer have their main front line. Vivid gonna go down Baobei with the godlike streak. The Sky Piercer stacks on this Granger are insane right now.
No one, Nana can actually lock on right now.
My goodness.
Barely surviving that. Again, time to time again, Team Egypt, they're doing all this massive counter attacks or even try to actually trade it off. It is too risky. In the end, Cambodia just takes advantage of it.
The goal difference is already way too high. Team Egypt needs to pick off this Granger. That's the only way they can find their way back into this game. If the shutdown goal can go to Names or Velvet, that would actually be excellent for Egypt. Even if Nucci takes it, it would be nice. You can see the Lunox has already been forced to go into a Wishing Lantern second item, which is not the most ideal, but it will at least help against the more tanky frontliners on the side of Cambodia. Team Egypt is going to need to delay this game until at least the 18-minute mark if they want a chance to win.
We give credit to the defense-wise. We are seeing that Team Egypt still holding strong for their base, even though it is open on the top one. But then again, somehow they need to find a way for them to actually break to the back line. If they can actually spot out and steal one of the players from Cambodia, at least Baobei at the moment right now with the crucial state. But Tegami comes in already. Wavebreaker doesn't get anyone. Great Disperse comes in from Team Egypt.
All right, that's good. Nana needs to make sure that she doesn't get picked off there. The Lord is spawning in 10 seconds. And even if Egypt is not going to be able to contest it, at least with the Fanny alive, there is a chance to steal. I think they will have to play for that. Even if they have to sacrifice Nana to pick up the Lord, I think that's a risk that Team Egypt has to take.
And I don't think they want to actually go for it though. They're still trying to actually just set up their own defense right here, making sure that at least if the Lord comes in, they still have their whole entire teams. It's not one of the fight that you want to actually let go or want to actually sacrifice anybody. So might as well having the full team to survive it out for the defense. But here on out, a therapy been put out by Fiven to make sure that they don't come into the territory. The invasion is about to start closer by closer. Moshi comes to the front line, goes in for the black, but at the same time, it's just going to be a bit damage comes through. A therapy again put out for the division, and it's the same thing where Egypt just says that back off Cambodia, hold out just a little bit so that we can breathe.
That is well played by Team Egypt. They're playing full defense here. They send Nana up top, actually managed to take a free tier 2 in exchange for it. But they're going to need to survive this next Lord push. It's an 8k goal lead. Blade of Despair completed on Baobei, and Cambodia is continuing the siege. The towers go down. There's no inhibitors left, and the Lord is still making its journey. Team Egypt needs to hold this. Team Cambodia, if they can end this now, there will be no chance of a reversal.
Base are bare. Lord coming in. This is the second Lord. If Egypt can actually hold their defense properly, they might actually can hold the game a little bit longer. Put out the rapid for the division, but at the same time, right here, Nana doesn't want to actually be in spot off guard. RWM already been picked up. Nana goes into the front line, but doesn't actually get anyone for the lock-in. Velvet just throw out all the yo-yo, but doesn't actually get any damage. In the rhymes, as the same, we go for the Crystal with the half-line comes through. All the division of the kills. Bobby takes down Nucci, but at the same time, Crystal will be in the hands of Team Cambodia for the first round.
Very skillfully played right there from Team Cambodia. I saw the attempts being made by Team Egypt. They were actually doing things correctly when that